Section 2, Strategic Marketing Planning. The whole ethos of this section is looking at marketing planning, but it's actually looking at the role of marketing planning. So you will find in your assessment that you're having to potentially write a marketing plan, but what this section of the unit is actually making you do is actually to understand the central role of marketing planning. What does marketing planning do? Does it aid the organisation, or could it potentially straitjacket the organisation? So we have a plan and we say, right, this is a plan, this is what we're going to do, and we follow it religiously. By following it religiously, we might not actually be looking at the external factors that have an impact on us. For example, you've got your strategic audit, you've got globalisational issues all impacting on the organisation. But if you're following that marketing plan in a very linear fashion, what you could end up doing is not actually responding to the environment as you would want to. And what you might actually find is company B, your competitor, leapfrogs because they're able to look beyond the marketing plan. So we're looking here at the role of marketing planning and how it can aid planning, how it can aid development of the organisation. But equally, at this level, at postgraduate level, we're expecting you to think about how it helps you, but potentially how it could hinder you. So how do you respond to that? So it's a critical evaluation. We also need to think about the role of planning in the context of change management. Often when there's change, individuals can be scared, there can be these issues of power and influence. How does your marketing plan allow for change to be facilitated? Does it make it easier? Does it make it more difficult? There's various different ideologies of planning, and what I would want you to do is to actually think outside of the box. So you're told, if you want to plan, do this, step A, step B, step D, but what we're at now is we're at postgraduate level. You might think, well, there's one part of the marketing plan that's far more important in the context of my organisation. So you need to focus on that and build around that and see how it impacts the organisation. An example of planning, or too much planning, is Euro Disney. When they first opened, they had a strict plan to follow, and they followed it without actually having a look at the external factors that were impacting. And when Euro Disney didn't actually do well, they had to revisit the plan. I think, well, actually, we need to think about this, we need to change this, we need to be far more interactive with the global market and with our consumers and our customers. So it's looking at marketing planning, looking at the different ways of planning and how it's central to the organisation, but not allowing it to straitjacket your thinking.